Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Madness Project Nexus dev chat. It's been a little while since you last heard from us, and we're sorry about that. But we're all adults with very busy lives. But
Very sorry about that, guys. Very sorry.
yeah, and as always, I'm here with Matt and Swain. Say hello.
Hello there.
Hello, guys. We're really sorry.
Yeah, we're so very very sorry.
Please
But to
forgive us.
make up for it, we have come here for you today with a very special guest star, and that very special guest star is Devin Martin, better known to all you people at home as Locknar. Introduce yourself, buddy.
Hi, very special Locknar.
Hi, very special me.
Hello. Yes, Locknar. He made quite a bit of the soundtrack of this game, and you know him. A lot of you may know him as the guy who made Killbot. Like if all you Geometry Dash people probably know Killbot because I know that song is very popular over there.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, wasn't Killbot like a little freebie you gave Matt and Swain for Nexus Classic?
So that was a bit of an interesting story because at that time, Matt and I have been talking for like a year or two. Like we kind of became pen pals.
It's been too long.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Hey, we're making this new Flash game. Do you want it to?" And it's like, "Oh, why don't we put like a song in the game?" And with Killbot, the version that ended up in the game was I think they went by Horror Stereo at the time, but it was a couple friends of mine wanted to do a remix, so we kind of put that in there. But by happenstance, around that time, it got a lot of people were listening to the original 2 on YouTube, so it just became one of those things that popped up everywhere all at once. So you had like the special bit for the game, and then you had the one that was on YouTube, and everyone was kind of following it. And then I think eventually that ended up in those rhythm games, those custom rhythm games people play, and that was fun to find out like years later.
Right.
Yeah, because like I've seen it like whenever I look up Killbot, because I do actually go and listen to it because it's a good song. Like I'll just see like Geometry Dash videos pop up as I search for it. So I always found that to be very interesting. But I think we should get into a stage that has some prominent Locknar music in it. And if any of you have any specific ideas for that, I'm very open to hearing them right now.
Good place to start. I mean, one of my favorites. I mean, shoot, a lot of my favorites ended up being like feature pieces. Like they were so. They had so much like epic build-up. Things like Darkness Comes, where we saved them for boss fights just because they were such an awesome production that elicited such mood. We could do the truck chase. I think we already did, but we could always revisit it with Locknar since the truck chase is the very introduction to story mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good dramatic Locknar piece.
Yeah, we could also start getting into some of the Nexus stages because we haven't really gotten that. We haven't gotten that deep into the game on this dev chat yet.
That's true.
Yeah, like base jumping.
Yeah, we can just start from the beginning of the Nexus Tower.
Yeah, we could do base jumping, which is right over here. We have everybody.
Oh, also, for anybody who's joining us for the first time, which is unlikely, but it happens, I am Swain. I'm the programmer of Project Nexus.
Hi, I'm Crinkles. I am the art guy of Madness Project Nexus.
Yeah, we'll introduce which characters we are if you care to follow along on our little journey through the tower. I'm player 3, so I'm assuming I'm going to be Demos here. Sounds like Zepp will be Hank and Matt will be Doc. Yeah. Let's see if that's true. Does that hold up? Hello. What's here?
I love this room.
And I am indeed Hank. Hello.
I'm old Doctor.
I'm the main character.
Forget, was this the area we had to do the mall music or like the office
Oh yeah,
music?
like it has
it's
the.
technically playing the mall music right now, so people listening at home, we have it muted so that the audio doesn't.
Yeah, I'll be
interfere
adding
with
all the
normal
music in
during the
post.
authentic experience.
Yeah,
Just adding more work for you.
The mall music, which we ended up using in arena mode for the Slaughter Time lobby as well, because it fits so well.
Yeah, one detail I wanted to note here is like when this guy asks you to sign in, like I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be saying don't be shy now, but he says don't let's be shy now. So that's
not a typo. That's on purpose. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's things like you don't remember that from like the Alice in Wonderland. I think it was the the Mad Hatter's like, "Don't let's be silly."
Oh, maybe like
Oh yeah, because
it's
he was like doing grammatically correct but ridiculous sounding things.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So don't let's be shy. Yeah, that's proper. It's proper. Not a little bit antiquated, but proper English. Oh yeah, the sheen on the glasses. I can't believe that was one of the last details to go into the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
like Agent Class got that very particular, like the Hank got the cat eyes. Agent's got the kind of like Hunter S. Thompson thing. I don't believe in violence. So I'm only gonna kill robots. So you guys can kill everybody else.
That's still violence. They're people too.
Yeah, I'm gonna demos my way over to the bar.
You're gonna do the pacifist run. I see how it is.
Present Nexus core clearance for drink ration.
Here's my clearance.
Phobos was a tough boss, tough but fair.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a drink ration. God, that little area with those robots, I eventually had to make them background character NPCs, because trying to turn those into guys that would wake up and come around the corner to fight you caused so many soft locks, because they refused to come and join you. I eventually got rid of it. I just had to. I couldn't help myself. Give me the Thanos. Thanos.
I have an AK, or a weirdly long AK, and also a golem.
Can you run up to the column?
Take that, stand forward.
Go.
To headshot, Devin, if you need to, hold down the right control stick, and while you're holding it, you'll aim up.
Okay. Thanks.
Should it come to it.
I'm just whacking him with my stick.
Yeah, this is the only enemy type where you have to know that. Other than that, you're good. You just aim at the body.
Thanks for
like,
stealing the
400.
MP5 from me. You know, I was gonna pick that up, but okay. Fine.
You guys were in the new room. I think I effectively hit nothing.
That
Even
tends to
with
be
the-
how it goes.
There will always be more bullets. Fine.
In this stage, yes.
So if you remember the track that's currently playing here in base jumping, are there any particular stories you would like to tell about this one?
Devin will have
What's-
to remember what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to remember the song. Do we know which one it is?
I can very quickly go and figure that out.
So how a lot of it was just make music and then eventually find a place for it. Like kind of
Yeah.
talk about that.
Alright, but I figured out the song. It's Taking Inventory.
Oh, it is taking
Taking
inventory.
inventory.
You're totally correct. Yeah.
Oh,
That was later into like towards the end of your like final push of stuff like Netflix and Kill and
Oh, yeah,
taking
this-
inventory. I think 80s callback came before this.
yeah. So taking inventory was kind of getting later in development. And kind of reiterate what I was gonna say. When I was writing for the game, we didn't have. They would come up with stuff for me to do, like, hey, I need this for this place, whatever. But for general action-y fun songs, I was left to my own devices. And I remember, I think it was just I was listening to a lot of mid-tempo, and I said, oh, you know what, I want to do a couple of these. And I made this and probably Violator Engine around the same time.
Yeah, I think I believe so. Oh hey,
It's
we
the
have
tower
we've got the mouse right in the middle of the screen. Oh, never mind. I think it's just during cutscene.
That's
what was
unfortunate, but I don't know if there's a whole lot I can do about that.
That's you just move the mouse off if it comes up again. It's fine. It's only during the cutscenes anyway. It's all good.
Yeah, it also seems to appear when I dodged there. That was kind of weird. Like specifically when I like fat dodged.
It's the reason is because your mouse is aiming in a part of the screen where you might like it thinks the cursor's trying to fly off into the distance, like into nowhere. So it's
Yeah.
showing you the cursor to remind you where your aim is, basically.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah, this guy usually gives me trouble, but since we're 4 people, we're absolutely gonna stop on him.
Yeah, look
Oh,
how
nothing could stop us. We're a wrecking crew.
look how easy that was for me. It's mine. I want it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you
Whoever-
want
I know
it
the
here?
controls better.
Yeah,
Here,
whoever
take-
Doc
take
is,
that.
if you
Take
wanna
the Slayer.
heal.
Yeah.
I'll take the good.
Berserk sword. Let's go.
Also,
Yeah.
well, I did want to go back down here, but like, sort of down here in this area, there was like a scout that, like, consistently he always spawns in like a spot where he's like standing on top of one of these monitors, and he's just kind of stuck there and a little hard to hit. Like, I'll show you. I'll go back in the footage and like.
You mean to
clip it
say
and
he
show it.
doesn't despawn when we come into this area for the fight?
Like no, like when we're actively fighting those units, he'll like show up and he'll just be standing there like shooting at you, and you can kill him. It's just a little bit more difficult because
So he spawns there. He spawns standing there.
Yeah, it happened this time.
Oh, the guy downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His starting thing must be like in an area blocker or something. That must be it.
yeah. It wouldn't be a dev chat if we didn't encounter at least one bug.
Add it to the to-do list.
It always
Yeah,
gets
no,
harder.
I'll clip it out in post and like send it to you and then show it to you.
Alright, you can have the big sword back. I'm much too not melee
over it.
enough.
Yeah, these guys are way too fast to make it feasible.
Just, I'm slowly...
That's why I'm using the katana
everyone's
so
dead.
much, because of how fast it is.
I'll make it happen. Ambush!
Ambush me, I've got 2 guns.
Yeah, ambush this. You idiot.
That was kind of a wimpy ambush. It was like 2 guys.
Don't worry, here, I'll kill the scientists. Don't worry, they're evil.
Not anymore, they're not.
Yeah, we had to. I think we mentioned this in another podcast. Now we're just repeating stories. We had to equip the scientists with weapons and make them aggressive, because they used to surrender and run, but the game required you to kill everybody in the room to progress.
Okay.
Yeah, so Madness Combat is like John Wick, or I should say John Wick is like Madness Combat. It's a world where everybody's sort of consenting to the combat. Having guys not want to fight, but then requiring you to kill them sort of gives the wrong vibe, and we didn't like that, so
Yeah.
we had to.
Again,
To find a
we're
solution
not
around
hatred.
that. And the easy one was hell of it. They're combatants too.
Everyone's really hype about this. I know what I want. I know what I want.
You want the PKN.
You know what you want, so take it.
I just want to hold it.
Where did that come from? That box just fell down. What the hell?
Oh, there's like
What the hell?
in arena mode in the Nexus core facility, there's like this one floodlight that just gets launched across the map consistently, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Here, Devin and I will clear this one guy out.
I'm certainly trying, but he just
Needs some help.
doesn't want to go down.
Yeah, they have riot shields. This is definitely an experience where you kind of want to play the game and know it first, and then play multiplayer. Because it gets confusing.
certainly
Ooh,
does.
good save.
I did like, those robot voices were fun to make. It helped, well, it helped that the recording was fun too.
Yeah, I mentioned on another Devchat podcast, we when I recorded those, I breathed in to talk instead of breathing out. Die.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that.
I don't know how I neglected to mention this, but like, yeah,
Oh, you
Locknar's made most of like the sound effects in this game, or at least edited them.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal. Yeah,
Kill it.
Devin was the sole audio engineer of the program. All right, bye guys.
Yeah, I had volunteered myself for it, not understanding how much work there was going to be.
I mean, but you got
But
through
it
it
was
in
fun.
the end. Let's
No,
not
it was-
leave Matt.
It was a fun
Going.
experience. It was a lot of learning because I'd been doing music for so long and I'd never really tried anything like that. And I remember, I'm pretty sure I was asking you guys like, hey, what's your plan for sound? And I think it was along the lines like, oh yeah, we'll probably just pick up some samples and call it a day or whatever. It's like, mind if I take a crack at some stuff?
Yeah.
So that turned into that.
Working on all of the sounds in the game.
Mhm. Well, and then we picked our audio engine, and for good or for ill, we figured that out.
Yeah, I
then-
briefly
yeah.
tried to do something with FMOD once, and it was kind of like the most frustrating thing I've ever done in my life. But you know,
It has its moments. It's just the not to poop on FMOD too much because it's already gotten enough flack from us. But the software when it works is wonderful. You know, it's a really cool asset to have access to. A very neat plugin, but you know. There are times that it's a little bit restrictive on what you can do, and when things don't work, the documentation is poor from version of Unity to version of Unity. And when something doesn't work, and you are left being the one to fix it, and you have to sort through their code to figure out what they did wrong, it's not ideal.
yeah,
It needs
Well,
better
that-
documentation.
And I remember too, when we had picked it, that was around the time that company that makes it was going through a major revision. So everything was kind of new with FMOD Studio going from their kind of command line based system before that. So there was a lot of newness, and Well, that's what we learned. We picked
Yeah.
new.
Yeah. Given like a stable version of both Unity and FMOD, I would be happy to work with it again, but we'd have to be working on another large project that deserves it. Right now, Project Nexus is stuck with it because that's the audio system. So any future updates will continue working with this. But
Yeah.
but that is what it is.
I will have that version in my hard drive for a very long time.
Yeah, you fell
Although
through the
eventually,
floor
I
there, man.
probably should get you a copy of that and the project files, just so you guys have them for archival and backup purposes.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, we should arrange that.
We probably should. Now I'm thinking about it, just saying out loud. We should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, we used to make jokes.
Yes.
We used to make jokes in the beta tester channel, like, "Oh yeah, the game's taking so long to update because Swain's computer exploded and they never made any backups." So,
Fortunately, we do back up everything, and often.
Oh, actually, that reminds me of a great and terrible story when the FMOD assets folder got mostly deleted. Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah, that was. I believe that's what led to a lot of the audio where you're like, I don't like the quality, but I don't have the assets. So you basically like rewrote for what was it, Blood Sun, Darkness Falls, rather.
Oh, that was another problem. Yeah, that was those were some music files that ended up. People ask sometimes, "Hey, why does this sound different?" It's like I had to recover a few projects with things new synthesizers that I don't have anymore and things like that. They all turned out pretty good.
Yeah,
but it's
some
also
people
the same
complain
reason that
because it's
remixing those is
something
going to
that they
be
like. You know, it's like watching a TV show and suddenly there's a new voice actor. It doesn't hit right, and there's nothing wrong with the new voice actor. You just don't like it because it's different.
It's different. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the complaint I think that people had.
No, so that was one story, but that was more so my computer. I was very bad at archiving my own personal music projects, so old projects were just missing stuff, and I had to make new stuff.
Yeah.
No, so the asset folder for FMOD, I had run CCleaner on my computer one day. Matt might remember this because I ended up bugging him for what I had sent him.
no, that was a hell of a story and kind of made me wary of using CCleaner for a while.
So with FMOD, when the project saves something, it will actually make copies of all the files in a asset directory for the project to compile or whatever, or a package. I don't even think it compiles it. Well, I run CCleaner and I go to open the project to work on some punch list items, and it's like no audio files found. And I'm looking, it deleted what it thought were duplicates across my system out of that folder, and I'm like, oh no. And I think it was like a week or two before, maybe a month or two before, Matt wanted a bunch of the sound effects, so I just sent him the whole asset folder dump. And he just happened to have a copy we could recover, but it was definitely a poop your pants. I was not a happy person for 30 minutes when I was trying to figure out what happened.
yeah, that sounds like a nightmare, but I'm glad that it went out mostly okay.
Back up your stuff, ladies and germs,
Yeah.
and keep good records.
Google
Don't
Drive
do
is
what
good
I
for
did.
that. You can do that. Any kind of cloud storage is good.
Man, yeah, it's stuff like that. Like, I love that Control S, which is the default for saving most documents, is right next to Control W, which is the default for
Delete.
the macro for closing those documents. And sometimes in code, I'll write a bunch of crap and change a bunch of things just to see if something works. And once a year, I'll press Control S and then Control W at the same exact time. It saves the changes and closes the document, so I have to guess what I changed because I lose all my undo states. So I have no idea what I exactly changed, and I have to try to like fix problems because like I'll be trying something experimental, so I have no idea if what I'm adding is going to work, and I can't remember every little change I made in order to set it all back. So that's happened often enough. I know people that have lost entire files because they've done something like that.
Yeah, you guys got some stories about this room in particular, right? You said it was a favorite.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really talk about this one because it's our first time like in here on the Devchat.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Yeah, this room was the one of the rooms. There were a couple of them, but this is one of the main rooms that went from like, yeah, whatever, it's a fun breeze to just fly through killing agents for like 2 minutes, you know, while they run down, into holy crap, this is one of the hardest rooms in the game if you're not prepared for it, if you haven't learned the new system. And that all came in once we changed the game. We made a small tweak, which is that all melee and all unarmed cause you to stun lock. And we started adding countering systems and combo break systems and dodge counters and all kinds of fun stuff. But this room, because of the number of guys in here, they will bully you. They will crowd you, and you have to get them at choke points, little hot gates, like that.
And even with 4 people, we're still struggling. Well, 3 now because Matt's down. I've been trying to get him
I
back
had
up.
difficulties picking my character out from the others.
Yeah, that's a side effect of the
game.
co-op.
Playing the game
Oh,
all
I'm
my life.
sorry.
Blame the game. You don't know what
Stop
it's
beating
like.
me up. Oh, I'm not. Oh, being destroyed.
Here, just bring them over
I
to the
promise.
borderline. Dong.
Alright, whoever needs to heal, do it, because I'm full health, because I'm good at video games.
I'm
Yeah, everyone
bad,
lets the
so
braggers up, don't worry.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of those.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, hashtag humble brag.
How do I do that with the?
I need to heal.
You just hold Y on it.
Your character
there
has
we
the
go.
little prompt. There you go.
Oh, is it under my?
Under your name will
health
show
bar?
you if there's a thing you
Cool.
can interact with.
It's
Yeah.
this room.
Cool.
Oh yeah, the one that was added later.
Like way later.
Oh,
yeah.
the golem showers.
We wanted to tie in Church and George a little better.
I
Yeah,
had
don't
no
really
idea
remember
this room
exactly
had
why we
anything
needed
to do
a
with
shower
these
room,
guys.
But I like that we did it.
Ooh, I'm being beat up again.
I'm getting bullied in the shower. This is awful.
Here. That's-
It's the Eastern Promises movie. Viggo Mortensen just getting attacked.
No, I want
Uh,
to. I want to execute him. I don't want to take a shower.
Now all my friends are in the shower with me. Yay!
Yeah,
Also, this
well,
water will, if you have bloodstains on your feet, the water will take care of it. So, like these bloodstains there,
yeah, let's all get under a
yeah,
faucet.
just being in here will get rid of it. Yeah.
nice and clean.
Is everybody having a shower?
Yeah.
I need to get the.
Every time I play story mode and I come to this stage, I always like order the guys to stand up to the
Look at
faucet.
that, we're all bereft of stains now.
Yeah,
You guys
and
take
now
a
I'll
shower. Yeah,
dirty
you,
myself
like,
again.
run the stains in here, they'll stop. Yeah. I think we've already run these down. Yeah, they stop right there. You just can't take them in there with you. It's all
And there's like
white.
piles of golem armor and stuff. Little bits of environmental
Oh,
storytelling.
wait, here, let's go back this way. For those who haven't seen the little thing. Right here.
Sorry, moving slow.
Alright.
going on.
Yeah, Church and
Oh.
George.
Oh, the little poster.
No
yeah.
longer allowed. Wow, I had no idea
Yeah,
this is
they-
here.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, you never saw that?
Nope,
Oh, that's great.
it's fun.
Yeah,
Repeated
this-
incidents of violence.
Yeah, it's that the whole thing kind of describes it. Basically, they do things like they don't put the weights back on the rack. We assume they were some sort of tower guard or junior tower guard or just golems that protected the tower, but they were invited to leave. And as soon as the foreman in the industrial sector asked for help, they immediately sent these 2 goons over to them, which is why they're the only golems in the possession of the of Merc.
Yeah. Also, is there any? I wanted to bring it up while we were fighting, but we were talking about something else, like the yellow ATP tower guard. Is there like any special stories about him? Because he always stood out to me because he's got the little soldat goggle.
Yeah,
in
not
spite
well,
of being a
that
golem.
stole that eye is just because we made him yellow and gave him yellow blood.
Yeah.
So we figured.
He would be,
Yeah, that's really all that is.
Oh, I seem to have gotten his attention.
He appears to be dead. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Ooh. Got him.
folded like a goddamn blanket.
I've been bested by a worthy adversary.
A robot.
What's the bro again?
Hold down the left bumper, and when you attack as you normally would, you'll throw instead.
Yep, there we go. Oh,
Yeah. It's a little tougher to do. Your range to throw is going to be kind of crappy on a controller since you can only aim so far, and it's trying to aim where your cursor is. So it's not effective in combat, fast combat, but you sometimes have to use the left D-pad to make your aim go far, and then throw in order to like aim at a distance. It's something you get used to, but honestly, we don't tend to use it for that on controller. Just stick to the button mash. And with 4 players in a game designed for like 1 to 2, it's not really.
Yeah, speaking of boss fights.
So people right here would be hearing the cheesy gym music. That one has a little backstory.
Yeah, tell us about cheesy
I'm trying
gym
to
music.
remember. Well, I think it was like what you were just like. I need something for the radio in. Oh, it was the original
This was
like
way back
hub.
there.
This is in the original arena hub. Yeah, we had a gym, and we didn't know what we were gonna do there, but we wanted like a little ditty for the radio. So yeah, Devin, you gave us one. And I think I don't remember exactly when it was that we decided, hey, can we get like a full song of that? I think I don't know where precisely we wanted to use it, but we ended up using it for this fight, and we loved it for this fight.
Well, I think it fits
one of my
too with just
favorite
this
songs.
ridiculous guy, and he's like listening to his pump up jams.
Yeah, because these guys are just LARPers. They're not really like, they don't talk like that for real. They're just all role players. I got you, fam.
Having a bad day.
Well-grounded man.
Doctor is
knocked
not
him down. He lost his initiative. No. Yes.
I'm just trying to get these conduits to do their job.
Yeah, we have to.
Because I think they aggro on me the
Boom,
most.
boom, boom. There he
There we
goes.
Injured idiot.
Alright, so we have to try to.
Just keep doing that.
Yeah, now we take him down again. I
Yeah.
think Pistol Whip would probably get this guy faster.
Oh god.
There he goes. Alright, I'll get the first one, somebody else get the second one.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. There you go.
Okay. Cool.
He's getting less and less gear.
Oh goody, he's still invincible. Yeah, this fight actually, this fight was something that was reserved for the character that eventually the mag, or the half mag agent in the fast track train stage for Arena became. We had this character called Agent. It was a working name, because there were already agents in the game, so that couldn't be the final name.
Right.
A doc showed
Did
up
that
in the,
come out of the
he
damn
showed up in
robot
the
spawn?
spawn. Yeah, that's fucking great. Well, I'm gonna do that now. I want to do that. That sounds like fun.
Oh, you get to come out through the regular door.
Man,
You are regular.
here. It's whatever's closest to Zep, so
I do love that
I'm
for
dead.
whatever reason he's
there
skinnier.
I am. Don't worry. They made a new demos. Hey Zep, what happened to your health, man?
I had to get the conduits on the blackguard, which means I needed to stand right next to him.
Yeah.
And he will eviscerate you if you do that.
So, yeah, so this guy's movesets and the fact that you need to, like, he's the only real character in the game where one person starts to do a takedown, and another person has to come in behind him and finish the takedown before he hurts the original. All that stuff was things that we were going to use for a progressive fight with this character called Agent, which eventually was the half mags. So this big, lumbering, only walks, never runs, tough guy. I think Devin should get the minigun.
Oh, well,
It's
you're the
fair,
special.
fair.
You're the special guy.
That was fun figuring out how to make a good looping.
Yeah, the minigun was one of the first, if not only, weapon that has a looping sound effect instead of a sound effect that repeats like the same shot, pop, 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 pop.
Right.
This is an actual like audio loop that turns on and off, and I had to figure that out using FMOD, which was not built for that.
And I
Yeah.
had to go and be like, okay, in movies and TV, what did they typically go for
Give me a
minigun
word.
sounds? And that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun research project. Like,
Yeah.
time to watch The Predator again, and stuff like that.
Oh, speaking of Predator, have you seen Prey? I watched that last night. It's pretty good.
Not yet. It's on my list, though.
Yeah, it's surprisingly good. I didn't expect it to be good, but it was.
Don't worry,
Feel
we'll
my
teleport.
coffee.
And also, in regards to the sound
coffee.
effects, like, the only real experience I have with the sound effects in this game is, like, I have figured out how to replace the audio of this game. So I could replace, like, I don't know, the pistol shot sound effect with somebody screaming really loud.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Climb was which one? Climb audio-wise.
Let me check.
Yeah, yeah. The Intense
Oh, there
Unit
you
is
go.
the main one, and Shatterdome is the fight with Gestalt at the end, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Wow,
I've never done this with 4 players, so this is going to be like interesting how trivial it's going to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
this is Hank.
people
Andrew,
widely
Hank,
regard
Hank,
this as the hardest
Muggy.
stage in the game.
Look, it's me, White Hank. Yeah, I am Hank W. Wimbledon. Matt is Hank P. Wimbledon.
Me.
I'm gonna get through this entire game pistol whipping. That will be very, very nice of me.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be Shield Hank. All right,
All right.
Shield Hank will go first.
I'll be Katana Hank.
I'm just happy to be here.
Like that, I'll be shield Hank, I'll be baton Hank, I'll be happy to be here.
At least one of us is happy. I don't think Hank's a very joyful guy.
I don't
Probably
think he's
not.
unhappy.
You want to escape us, Hank? You're gonna have to be more specific as to which one.
Yeah, like 3 people turn their head.
Huh? Yeah, Hank. Which? Oh yeah, the freaking how they did that in Spider-Man. What was it? No Way Home. There's
Yeah.
like 3 Spider-Men in it.
Yeah.
So they're doing the Spider-Man meme where they're all pointing at each other.
Right, you got to.
Yeah, they're like Spider-Man. He's like, oh, no, Peter Parker. He's like, no, still, that's the, you know, that's still all of us.
Yeah, and they give each other designations. They're just like Peter 1, Peter 2, Peter 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3, and he's like, yeah, fine, whatever. I'm 3, fine.
Yeah, No Way Home was a great time. It's like the only
enjoyed it a
Phase
lot.
4 MCU movie I've really enjoyed.
Yeah,
The rest have been pretty meh so far.
yeah. The premise was pretty garbage. It's a good thing that the whole thing actually panned out, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Oops,
it's
made him-
cheesy comic book multiverse junk, you know?
Yeah. But at least with Spider-Man, it's an established thing. We didn't have our Miles Morales story without it.
Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man was like, they always did multiverse stuff with him. Yeah, that was always kind of his thing.
Isn't he like fighting vampires in that though? Like the multiverse Spider-Man?
I'm gonna get memes about this, but Morbius is originally a Spider-Man villain who's not from the
Oh,
multiverse.
right.
He's just actually a Spider-Man villain.
He's just.
Spider-Man
Oh,
more
that's
before
fine.
it was cool.
Yeah.
Not that it's cool now.
You do realize if that thing ever shows up in anything else, it's just gonna be it's Morbin time.
Yeah.
One time.
No, Morbius
Somebody will
as a
make it
character is forever
If Jared
ruined.
Leto acts in anything, it's going to be morbid time.
God, please.
Sequel to Blade Runner? Well, I guess he didn't die at the end of that, did he? No, he didn't.
Did he more like
I don't remember him morbing or not in the Blade Runner sequel.
Love those trash YouTube videos where it's like the recorded from the theater and everyone cheering. It's Morbin time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the doctored recording, right? It's morbid time.
Yeah.
He said the thing. No, he didn't. Sorry.
Also, there's a Morbin time meme in this game in arena mode. Like one of the little splash messages that'll show up when you start an arena. It will occasionally show it's Morbin time. It's one of the
somebody
rarer
already
ones, but it's
found and
there.
posted it.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Somebody
We're like, don't worry,
used.
when the meme becomes cringe, it'll be gone. Don't worry.
Well, why haven't you removed?
Well, because it's downplayed now. Nobody says it anymore.
Okay.
It's not obscure, but it's kind of like it's already being
it's on
funny.
its way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole area was a lot more fun with multiple people.
And fast.
Probably should have.
Oh yeah. Didn't you have to do a special thing where the camera zooms out this far to show both rooms? Like that was a relatively recent change.
Yeah. Well, it was toward the end of production, and yeah.
Oh, right, we all have to get in the elevator.
And it's specifically because this should teleport us, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Good.
If not, we may have to
Oh no.
ragdoll
We
or
were
something.
into a 4-player issue.
Yeah, I've heard about people having problems here, so we'll have to see what happens. It may not be a problem because Hank can do that.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll get this done.
Yeah, and then
Well, I guess I
whoever's
can
up
just
top
solo
gonna
this
have
room.
to-
Not die.
Yeah, not die. Actually, Hank should be able to go back up on his own once he's cleared. So we might be able to do this. But whoever Sanford is, you may want to dodge around. Or Sanford's at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm at the
Probably
bottom.
stay.
Yeah, you've got Pink Hank up top, Sanford, and Hank.
Okay.
on the bench.
Yeah, so Pink Hank could die, and I see Pink Hank is getting combos up there, so nice work.
I'm trying my best.
But yeah, as long as Hank survives this, he'll be able to go up top. Sanford is the one that is programmed not to die. If he dies, this area fails. Actually, no, the previous area would fail. All this just
Good
depends on
evening.
Hank. So you guys should be able to clear this out. Yeah.
A little bit of
this
an
is
awkward
obviously not
camera here, but
designed
I'm
for
working with
this
it.
many people. The game only knew to wait for one other person to be in there within the elevator, and then it would happen. But
Alright.
yeah, originally this
Get me on it.
this area was designed before we really had super plans for multiplayer, and we hadn't really considered what it would look like. This area was, the previous room's area was set so that you would swap between the squad mates and take control of whoever was in the most harm,
Right.
or taking the most harm, or in the most harm's way. Eventually, we realized, well, that's not going to work for controllers. So it's a completely different fight with multiplayer versus not multiplayer. the camera has to do a completely different angle that catches both areas to even work in remote play. And here comes the AHW.
Guys coming out of nowhere.
AHW boys are up to no good.
They're in the walls.
Waiting for this.
Here, I'm gonna...
Me first, me first, me first. Damn it.
Alright, you can fight those guys. You can go to the ambush, then fine. This is your ambush.
I'm out.
Yeah, all these tight hallways not designed for 4 players.
Yeah.
We want to give you the option.
No, because it's great.
This golem always gave me trouble, fighting him in such small quarters.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Whoever's
gonna
lobbing
do-
grenades, maybe stop.
But I like your gumption.
Hey, look, if I throw enough of them, maybe.
I mean, it
Nothing
is
will happen.
damaging him, but it's not going to kill him. He has too much HP
No,
for
I
that.
know.
Hey, Pink Tank. Oh, never mind.
Me again? Damn.
I'm just over here. I'm just gonna let you guys take care of this. I'll be over here if you need me.
I'm gonna keep activating him and make him grab the teammates.
We're gonna figure this out.
Like, how many
There we go.
monkeys does it take to kill a
We
golem?
somehow managed it.
Fight Tank will
But
be
he's
the
not
first.
even dead. Now he's
Now
dead.
he's
Now he's dead.
I think there's another one up here though. So,
Stereo.
oh no, that was him. Okay.
Yeah.
All scientists now.
Oh boy, this is the Dissonant room. I'm gonna go get some Dissonant weapons.
Yeah, the next room, I remember this used to be, not this room, but the next room was the most painful stage in the game. Because there were 2 mag agents that tried to kill you, and not the one that it is now.
Yeah.
These weapons were
Fortunately,
so fun to use, though.
I believe Dissonant Energy has a multiplicative effect that does more damage the higher in... Oh, I can reload here,
And
yes.
scale.
Yeah,
I think it was.
it scales up with their size. So the bigger the dude is, the if you're using a Dissonant weapon, recharge here before we go.
Let me.
I'll
Oh, I know I
read
got
that.
lots of dissonance.
Here's some
I'll read
lore.
that, don't worry.
Lore. What's a self? What's a divergence engine? What's the other place? Who knows? Who cares?
Yeah, no, that's there for you if you want it. I don't want it.
I care.
Well, I care too. Because, like,
Oh.
I've had in-depth
Well,
discussions with you about the lore of this game. Trying to get
I know.
answers.
Kill Hank Wimbledon. Alright, let's fucking blast this guy with Dissonance. This should be fast.
So nice.
I'll just...
Goodbye!
yeah, wow.
Alright, send in
Nice.
the next one.
Get out of here, dickhead.
We
You
have
don't
a
need to
Dissonance
blow me up.
Go.
Oh, good, because I got like 30 more of these friggin' cannonballs.
Or we did anyway. I don't know if we still do.
No, there it is. It's over there between the air
Yeah.
vents.
Imagine if you could pick up that giant pistol.
That would be fun. But, like, I imagine if you try to shoot it, it immediately just sends you flying off the map.
That would be
Yeah,
even funnier. Like, that's
Yeah.
just all it does. You can't even really use it. It just kills you.
Yeah, I'd love to do that in one room with just an agent. There's nothing else, so you can't get yourself really into trouble, and then there's like a grunt right afterwards. You think to use it, but yeah, it just dismembers you. It's just an instant death sentence.
I'm just getting... You're knocking me over, man.
Is anybody
Can't get
harmed?
up.
I need a replacement for my fire axe and maybe a gun. That'd be nice.
Ragdoll. Next
Oh,
enemies
you have
I
that
fight, they're gonna
pacifist
cause me
run
to
now.
faint. Like an opossum.
Feeling
Soldats.
my iron deficiencies.
He ain't dead yet, now he's dead yet. If Sanford needs those hooks count as the hook weapons if you need to throw them. Let's
Oh,
just
really?
blaze through this room. This is one of the harder rooms, let's just freaking go.
No,
Yeah.
they don't stand for it.
Yeah. Yeah, dodge this, you idiot.
They don't have the violence to take us on.
They have neither the gumption nor the violence. Or the wherewithal, for that matter.
Just thinking for story time, the dissonance weapons and basically all the energy weapons were fun because that was a lot of synthesizing and doing weird stuff.
Yeah, it was less like, hey, we need a more bespoke gun sound for this, and more bespoke gun sound for this. Now it's like, no, hey, think outside the box. We have magic weapons now. We have sci-fi weapons.
Yeah.
I think one that I really liked was the stupid laser pistol. I made it sound like so wimpy and like, campy.
Yeah.
It's suited pretty good.
But it's ironically the
fits.
best weapon in the game. Like actually.
Yeah, I understand meta-wise, the laser pistol is actually something that pops up a lot.
Yeah, in
Especially
arena
against
mode.
vampires in arena,
Yeah.
It just lights them on fire. I mean, there's just weird things that happen like that, because I gave people the flare gun hoping that would have the effect, but nah, the laser gun, of course.
Well, you could always nerf it, but you know.
So
Every game
fortunately,
needs a noisy cricket.
players hitting squad mates with explosives deals practically no damage to the squad
Yeah.
mates. We turned down the team damage quite a bit.
Yeah, because we wanted the wanton frigging explosives everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, this room.
Yeah, the fucking strobe light.
Did someone say grenades? Oh, I'm out of grenades. Dang it.
All the hanky poos don't even come with grenades, and I don't think we've seen any to pick
I
up.
don't even know where I am physically in this room. Oh, there I am.
You have to go by color alone.
Yeah, we got like our fun little cute eyes. Everyone
Yeah.
look at the camera.
I keep having epileptic fits and fainting.
Oh god,
Ugh.
I need a Clark bar.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere for a while. Somebody get me a Snickers.
Oh, this
Oh,
room.
boy, this room.
Oh, time to press buttons.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Or
Hold on, I found my fun.
There we go.
I am not pushing any of these buttons. This is all up to you, man.
Alright, well, we might be here a while. So they do actually have to think about this.
Oh, there I am.
That's like every other puzzle. The first one you push isn't the one you push. You push the one
That was the
that's
twofer.
different.
There we go. You got to do the zip dash and then.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, can we clear that? We do. I don't want to solve the whole puzzle. You
Oh,
broke
okay.
the puzzle.
Damn it.
Well, no, you can still zip dash across here.
Let's see. That wasn't it.
Wait, I've taken too much damage and I need help.
I'll let you up.
Not let me.
I'll allow you up. Yeah, so I feel like we may have talked about this before, but in this stage, the reason for this puzzle is not because it's actually a puzzle, but because it's constant, non-stop, button mashing, kill, kill, kill. This is just here for a quick breath of fresh air. Even if the puzzle sucks, the point is to give you a moment to pause.
I like this puzzle.
I like you guys are like interventioning me, like I'm addicted to throwing myself off of high spots. Alright guys, I'm gonna make it. No!
Yeah, and
do it.
all of the people I've talked to about
Keep
this
pushing buttons,
game,
We'll get there.
I'll see you guys.
yeah, all of the people I've talked to about this game have consistently reported that this is their least favorite part.
Good, those are my least favorite reviews. So,
My least favorite people, I get it.
Yeah. Well, we might be. Well, we could have.
You can.
somebody's been harmed. Self-harm. Self-harm. I like that Devin is just standing in front of... Can we just clear this?
I'm just gonna send you all across.
Here.
Yeah.
Can we do this?
Oh, just one at a time, and then you'll just teleport her.
Yeah.
Oh, you barely fit. Oh,
Well,
Thanks.
that didn't do it.
You know what? People who aren't having fun with this puzzle need to play with more people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this is kind of hilarious.
Get out of my way.
It'd be
you
even more
fat-
funny if I had grenades, but I don't.
See, look, he's almost there. He
There.
did it. He did
Alright,
it.
cool, cool. Just you stay alive.
That-
Covering
no,
fire. Everybody
no,
covering
the,
fire.
The agents, they don't understand that the puzzle hasn't been completed, so they're just dying. What an unfortunate way to go. Anyway, could you go through that door so we can... Thanks.
God,
There we go.
I've solved the riddle.
I've saw... Yeah,
Riddle
I paid the
of-
troll toll. Is this one of those... Is this another one of them infinite rooms? It is.
Yeah,
yeah,
we have to go upstairs.
Everybody got a gun?
I got lots of guns.
Oh, you need to shoot that box.
Oh no, I've been killed for the first time, unlike the rest of you. I don't know. That's a weird brag.
Only the blackguard got me, so,
I'm sorry, but my gun keeps trying to kill your guy. We need a different gun.
We need a different aim. The guy with the main view has to come up here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Zep, you do.
There's guns up here.
Oh.
And of course they'll keep bringing them.
Do the work, Zep.
Here.
Can I even see it? I mean,
Oh, it's
I can
not-
guess.
Wait, everybody might need to be up here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I guess the area is just disabled for multiple players. That's weird.
Oh,
Can
well,
we...
there it is. It's been destroyed.
Oh,
So
you did get it. Oh,
I
Yeah,
did.
that's what showing us shit.
the game is working as intended. Just
Nothing broken.
want to make that clear. All right, we're gonna have a big boy here.
Yeah, not for long.
Big boy,
He's got a big gun for the big gun.
right here. Boom, boom, boom. I love the fucking aiming needler.
Yeah, I
Still
always
locked, and I can't get up.
find myself drawing a lot of comparisons to Halo when I play this game.
It's team killed.
Please, I want to stand up.
No.
You can stand up when you're dead.
I don't know why. Why am I auto walking? That's weird.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
Freed from my eternal slumber. Heads up.
now he's dead.
Zip.
Killed him with a
Yeah,
shot.
you got shocked.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a mag agent do that death animation before. That's interesting.
Oh, there's a good P90 over here. Somebody wants it.
Sure.
I need help.
I'll get this piece still up. I guess I won't.
Isn't the best gun around here somewhere?
Yeah, you're literally standing in front of it.
Alright, I'm gonna go engage in fisticuffs over here.
One more time.
For me, definitely. I got me a hammer. Yeah, another dissonant weapon right here if somebody needs it. Another one
wants
right
to
here.
heal. There's,
I want it.
There's one right there.
Yeah.
I probably need that.
Yeah,
Ooh,
there's a...
AK-33.
The cannon is right here if somebody wants that.
I'll take cannon.
I'll just grab a katana. It's
I'm
almost
just gonna keep
right.
going shields. I like being
Why is
shields.
that
Stanford could use some help.
I'm trying. It's not.
Use the Y.
There you go. I started it for you, and then you could conclude
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you,
have to
Ken.
pop the top. Start with the castle.
Surprised that there are three. Think of the possibilities, little friend.
Yeah, you can stack all three of them at the top.
You could kill three things.
So why kill one thing?
Goodbye, out the window he goes.
He just fucks them out.
Bye-bye, see you in the other place.
Faded into nothing. Poor soul.
Another P90.
2 mags. Yeah,
The guy
boom,
dropped
hey.
down here. Yeah.
Oh, dissonant reload.
Hold on, I gotta
Okay,
get back
out
up
of
there.
distance.
Oh, I can refill. Hang on, scoot over. I need that.
Your boy fell down. Alright, I think you're good.
Yes. I have dissonance.
Help us in here. Pistol.
Oh, that could have been a track title. Oops.
What? Which one?
Just dissonance or something.
His dissonance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you
Whoops.
decide to name one of the tracks Netflix and Kill?
It was funny.
Were you just
That's-
giggling to
Brought it in
yourself the
chat.
entire
We
time?
just started
Yes,
saying terms into
yes.
chat in our little dev chat, and somehow that came up. Somebody suggested that, and that became the final.
Wait, there's a machine gun here, guys. Anyone want
I
that?
have a dissonance kit. Oh.
And I could grab it.
Where is it? Right here?
That's the
Yeah,
one.
I'm holding
Here
it.
you go. Lots of bullets for you.
I'll replace my P90 with a katana, because a katana is more valuable to a P90 in my opinion.
And track naming is one of those things. It's like it's usually random. There's not a whole lot of thought that goes into it.
I keep
Yeah.
dying.
Did you just get done watching Breaking Bad when you named Walter White? Did you just get done doing that?
Well, that was,
that was Chesh. That had to have been him.
Oh yeah, that was a chess track, wasn't it?
But same thing, right? Like, okay, what would be one that I like did recently? Like, there's definitely that factor where you've done something or watched something, and then you just kind of absorb that into your next name because it's just your file that you saved. And then, well, that working title's been that for long enough.
I'm trying to stand between you and the enemies since you can shoot through me. I'm trying to be your bullet shield. / melee guy shield.
This is a very modern Roman strategy.
Yeah, it's at the phalanx of 2.
Yeah. The
Tetsudo.
phalanx, except one of them has a light machine gun.
Alright, so it's a phalanx of one guarding an archery regiment of a bowman regiment of one. I'd love to see this with 3 shields and 1 gun in the center, or 2
Yeah.
and 2.
Yeah, you know those Dark Souls videos that people would do where with the giant doors?
What's that?
Those Dark Souls videos that people would do where they would like invade other people's worlds, and it would be like
Yeah.
2 guys with these giant door shields, and then just like 1 dude with a sword.
Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, I didn't play Dark Souls after the first one, but I guess you can group invade, can't you?
I would highly recommend Elden Ring if you're looking
And
for
Dark
that.
Souls
I
3.
might make the time at some point. I was just kind of waiting until it was like off everybody's radar to sort of try to make
Yeah, it's lost
why
a
I'm-
bit of relevancy. Not a lot, but a bit. It's not everywhere now. Please, I need to stand. Please.
No, the problem is that although the dissonance damage is a lot, explosive damage, or sorry, area of effect grenade type things
Not much.
are scaled down to big guys, yeah. There you go.
Alright.
Well, that's the end of
Did
them.
it.
Oh
I think I
no.
teleported.
Oh no.
Look guys, it's me. Wait a minute, he's standing behind me, isn't he?
That was another fun
You know what,
sound design
Gestalt's a
thing.
real idiot. Wait, he's behind me, isn't he? Goodbye, everyone! Don't worry, I'll handle him.
Well, that
This
just
kills the
happened.
thing.
Yeah, you're gonna climb back up. See, look, much faster than Gestalt.
But I'm
Right.
now a dead man.
Gestalt was another fun sound design opportunity.
Yeah,
It's like,
his-
okay, this
his
is like the
roars
more
are, like,
distinct,
Wow. You know?
lots of
Yeah.
distortion.
It was a lot of
Lots
like
of
Lord of the Rings esque layering of sounds, right?
Can't pick
Like
him up if
a roaring monster, but also the sounds of like animals and stuff.
Oh, tons of different animals were in there. I think the elephant seal made it in for some parts. I think a tiger, an elephant, and
Yeah.
all of which were pitched down and distorted like beyond the normal.
That's
Right. It was
that's the
great.
same way they did the T-Rex roar in Jurassic Park. It's like 50
Yeah.
different
Yep.
animals roaring at the
Yeah.
same time.
It's almost like I read that article and was like, I guess I should probably do something like that too.
Yeah. You're predictable, that's what you
Oh, scatter, scatter. All right.
I'm just gonna
That
fat
was
dodge
actually,
all
and
day.
that was another thing that ended up happening too. Was I was reading a lot about how, like, oh, how did they make Star Wars stuff, and how did they make this, and there was a lot of learning about, you know,
Yeah.
old techniques and new. It was fun.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Devin. Out of all the little things that are difficult in game development, I'm glad I didn't have to worry about sound design. Because as much fun as it is, you know, you if you drag your ass or you don't put full effort in, it just the sound, if it's lacking, everybody can tell. And obviously, you did not. You
No,
did
no.
not fail. I would have failed trying to do this, or it would have taken me just yet another year of development to do this shit myself. And even then, it would
Yeah.
not have been the same quality.
Also-
Well, and being primed, having the background that I did, it wasn't like starting from zero, like, oh, I'm gonna learn how to do this from like nothing. I'm familiar with, you know, audio systems and
Totally.
signal paths and everything. So
Yeah.
Also, with Gestalt like crawling up the side of the building, do you guys remember Ghostbusters, the video game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
remember
final
that.
boss, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, crawling up the Empire State.
That was the one where they rated the damage to the property you've done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was a fun little experience.
Yeah,
That was-
they
that was a total
remastered
fan
it
service
somewhat
game, but it was
recently.
really
I think.
I actually played that at the Newgrounds office with, I think, Happy Harry. Way back. Guys. I'll go this way.
I got the gun. He's over.
I threw myself off the cliff.
I'm looking forward to when Happy Harry comes back with his next Skyrim video or his Elder Scrolls video.
Elden
When this
Scrolls.
happens. Elder Scrolls.
So, actually, I guess folks listening to this part of the video will no, this is wait, it's Darkness Comes, right? That's the track
Yeah.
here. Yeah, the drop, the wobble weep is still something I love fast forwarding to that and just listening to that over and over. I loved it for this segment.
Yeah, the beat drop for 80s callback might be my favorite piece of music in this game.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm alive again. Here, guys, I'll tank Gestalt. You guys do everything else.
I got a gun. Gestalt won't last much longer.
Ow. I
Yeah,
think
we
I've
can
been
take
killed
him.
again. He killed me instantly. Alright. 13 seconds left, boys.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the save.
I mean, I was the one who put you down, so I felt like it was my duty.
Well, I don't know if
It was.
saving me was the right call. I'm just gonna go fight Gestalt and
I can put you down myself.
here we go. Not necessary. Gestalt's got it.
All right, we're out of here.
Oh my god. Man, I am in the hurt train.
Yeah.
I can't see. Get us out of here, Zep.
Except skip this area.
Yeah, we're all dead.
Skip the best part of the game.
I like all the lights we had to put there.
Yeah, to help you remember. Yeah, it's time to go, please.
Yeah, 5 minutes is a very long time when you're trying to survive.
You guys get some help.
Yeah, I need that.
I kept a katana for this room. Well, I did. I wanted to.
I like this room because it's just kind
Also,
of...
here's the old Dissonant weapon models. This is what they used to look like.
Oh, the original Dissonance guns. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
awful.
I like the DC NAN for not a number.
Yeah, because it's very big numbers.
And there's the DC 109, which is probably a reference.
See if I can glitch out the game by messing with these shooty thingies.
Yeah, this
Physics
thing's just a
object
crappy
on.
little rifle that just shoots boink, 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 boink.
Blink, blink, blink.
You guys have
Oh,
big
yeah.
guns, I just have my little pew pew.
Yeah, this is what
it's
made
on
me
YouTube.
theorize about the origin of the cyber bandits, because like this implies that the Nexus Corps has been performing experiments on like bandits and stuff. So that's kind
Well,
of
I mean, but by experiments, you mean like, will this bullet kill this guy?
yeah.
That's the experiment, right?
Yeah, you can see the blast marks behind them. where
But you know,
the
there's
blast
also the
marks-
implication they may have been doing other stuff, and that's maybe where the cyber bandits came from. Nexus Corps experimenting with them.
Yeah,
which I'm probably
tight-lipped
wrong about that,
them
but, you
since
know.
we don't know what capacity they'll come back in future possible updates.
Yeah.
Who are we missing?
I like that it had to teleport me in when I was right there. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, because if you're gonna get missed, you're gonna get missed. We
Oh,
tried to make it so your character
nice.
would run in,
You
but
just
that
died.
just didn't. Why am I dead?
I don't know.
Like I just watched you die.
Right, chicken.
I was charging my attack and I just...
Let me see if I can get this
Anyway, yeah.
golem.
Shoot them, kill them,
Come
kill
on.
them, kill them, yeah.
Get him! Do not let him escape!
Let's stop
There.
shooting him. I need to
Everybody,
execute him.
Flip him or whatever, yeah. There, get him.
Shit! Amazing.
Bully, bully, bully. This is how they beat Pennywise at the end of the second It movie.
Right, right.
Call him names.
Yeah, he's dead.
You're not scary.
Wait, he's fucking...
The message of that entire story and series is the power of friendship, and they defeat Pennywise by bullying him.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Well, there's that one scene in the book that shall not be named.
Yeah, yeah. That's not exactly PG.
Yeah.
Was that during Stephen King's big cocaine binge? Or...
Probably. I wouldn't
Yeah, I
be
believe it was.
surprised.
All right, so Stanford is gonna.
What
have
if there
to
was a
operate-
giant truck with a face on it and it killed people?
Hey, Sanford,
You
whoever's
good?
playing with
Sanford,
Sanford,
you're the one who has to interact with that because you're
Oh.
the bombsman.
I forgot about
You're
that.
your demolition.
you're the Sarbumba.
Hey, how
Almost
long have we been going
C4.
so far? Is that
I'll check. 58 minutes on the dot.
cool? Oh yeah, so we should maybe field a couple questions if we can find a couple of good
Yeah.
ones.
Sanford, need you. Get on
All right,
it.
Sanford, you're gonna run this
Oh,
thing
it's
right
me.
here.
Get on
Yeah,
it.
that-
Yeah.
Just start getting progressively more aggressive. Do it.
All right, once it detonates,
Alright, guys.
boom! Oh.
Yeah, we can run around outside the science tower and answer some questions.
Yeah, good idea.
What is the meaning of life?
Well, somebody
You
asked.
ever
it.
wonder why we're here? I would love, like, if anybody ever figures out how to like reliably do machinimas in this game, I would love like a Nexus Core themed Red versus Blue, where it's just like two agents standing on a cliff. Like, wonder why we're here.
And then he just
Oh,
ragdolls off the edge.
Yeah, it just dies. End of episode. Roll credits. Yeah, Swain's.
The rolling fire effects were always super funny.
Yeah,
just
that was
roll,
there was something it was back in the early days of the game starting to take shape, and I was playing the game at my place with Oni, and in the process of just trying to find fun toys to throw into the game and into the experience, he had the idea of like you should just make the guys when they rattle on the floor, like make them rattle like freaking crazy. And I tried it, and it was really silly, and they would end up throwing themselves off of cliffs and into like weird places, so we couldn't use that in the game. But I found I set up a version of that that ended up being what would be the fire effect for later. So that was basically sitting on the cutting room floor, that little ragdoll effect for a long time until fire made its way into the game. And then that got recycled and repurposed.
Nice. You didn't have to recode as much.
Very, very little. And by the time I got back around to it, it felt very intuitive, the things I would need to do to fix it that I couldn't even conceptualize my first time through. So I figured it out. Because I am smart. Let's see, do we have questions? What can we do?
Yeah, just go to the comment section on our last upload and see what's up over there. And if there's not much, go to the one before that, because I know there's a ton of questions on that one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess I am also on the one on your upload. Let me get to the one on.
Yeah, get on your guys's, because that's where all the views are. That's where all the comments are.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
There we go. Yeah. Considers our.
No.
You can shoot me with it as consolation. Oh no, you can't.
It just goes over. Curses.
So somebody asked about if Project Nexus, if we intend. Well, first off, they know I intend to have modding support at some point, but bearing in mind that has to be programmed, and I have to do it in such a way where the existing code depends on, like, instead of grabbing assets from the resources folder or yada yada, however the game gets the assets that it needs to make everything you see, that you know both see and also hear and in the game, I have to now start dragging from pulling not just from libraries, but also player libraries. And I have to give players the capacity to explain to the game what things are supposed to do. If you just drag a model into a folder, the game's not going to know that that's supposed to be a gun or a character voice or what have you, just natively. And if so, it doesn't necessarily without, you know, like if we wanted to say, for example, since Devin's here, and we wanted someone to be able to import custom voices, one way we might do that is say, okay, have a folder that's called voices, and then those voices, that voice folder would contain, like, say, a bunch of audio clips that would represent the different types of voices that they could speak. But Devin knows more than most that the way that this is set up, because we're using FMOD, is audio clips in the game, like, say, angry or grunt or dialogue acknowledgement or squad command. All those things are like a single, like, moment or event that takes place in FMOD, but they may consist of anywhere from, like, 1 to, like, 20 different audio clips, depending on the character. Like, Church has, what, 20 seconds of voices, 15 seconds, and George has over 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And yet they both have the same number of audio events in FMOD. So I have to come up with a system where people can import their audio from, like, basically WAV files, and I'm now creating an audio system that doesn't even actually use FMOD, or creates assets for FMOD in Unity, which I can't even imagine that working. So to create audio files, we may have to require people to make FMOD updates, and then I have to get FMOD to somehow recognize those asset bundles in the folder. So it's not impossible, but it's a tremendous amount of work just to be able to decipher something to fit with the structure of the game. And a lot of times, the way that it's structured, I'm enslaved to what Unity and FMOD demand. I can't always program everything from scratch.
Yeah.
And in some cases I can, but it's going to take a long time. So as far as time frames and when and how I do it, we're going to have to wait until... we've been waiting at least a year. And before mod support, I have to do localization. We've had a lot of Chinese translators have been working very hard for a long time, along with Dark Signal, one of the main modders responsible for Not Enough Madness, to come up with, like, translation sheets just for the text-based stuff in the game.
Right.
We're never going to swap out the audio. The audio is what it is. But I got to do localization first before I can even think about modding. So I'm thinking of doing both at once, nipping both, you know, at the same time, by making language and translation a mod that people can like basically drag mod files for language into a folder, and now the game is modded for that language. That's still, again, going to require a lot of work, but I'm thinking of doing both at the same time. But once I have the infrastructure for one, everything else should kind of fall into place. So,
and in regards to
ranking, but we've been thinking about this a lot.
Yeah. In regards to audio, like, I can provide a little bit of insight of that, because I did figure out how to do audio replacements. Like, I can replace sounds in this game relatively easily now. Like I replaced Hank's voice with Solid Snake, so like whenever he gets hurt, he says, "You're pretty good," you know, stuff like that.
Is it just a single audio, or does it pull from like a random?
What I did is I extracted all the sounds of the game out of the bank file, and I got some new audio files and renamed them to the same names as the ones I wanted to replace. Then I used a different program to repackage that bank file, stick it back in the game, and it works.
Yeah, see, that's classic modding. That's like modding as it always used to be, which was it required
open the PK3 file.
Yeah, the skill of the modder to go in and just adjust the core files, as opposed to like have a folder and you just drag and drop stuff and now the game understands it. Because that is still modding to an extent, but that's more that's not really modding. That's just allowing.
Yeah, that's just replacements. That's asset replacement.
Yeah, it still requires lots of skill. It's not. I'm not tearing that down whatsoever. I just mean to say there's a different kind of like term for it than just outright modding, because you're not really modding the game. The game is meant to be played that way, so it's not really a mod. There's just different terminology.
Yeah, like asset replacement and mods are still two separate things.
Yeah,
but
personally, I think just thinking about it, if it were my project, if it was like, hey, you got to do this, I would probably just go switch to the Unity audio engine and then start rebuilding the events and do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking, you're like you said, repackage it, having foreign FMOD packages, that's not going to be fun, and troubleshooting, that's going to be weird.
Yeah, because I did try to do that by making a totally unique bank file using FMOD, and that didn't go well at all, because that's way out of my league.
I figure we'll go to like industrial sector. This was this was the one hub song. I forget the name, but this was a Devin song, I believe.
Yeah, it's just called MPN Ambient.
Yeah, that's the one.
It never got a name or a proper name anyway.
We had this one early on.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
really
pause menu music, right? For the original arena.
I honestly can't remember where and how we used it. Well, obviously, always intended to.
Oh no, it wasn't pause. I think it wasn't pause. It was just the ambient music in the arena room, the hub.
Yeah.
And it was just, I took the original theme and made it very menu, like kind of ambient backgroundy stuff.
Let's see, other questions. I'm trying to find something that's not too just Madness Combat related.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep it on the game.
Yeah, like somebody's asking stuff like, any plans to give any context to the employers in the future, which the employers are part of the larger lore of the higher powers that kind of run Nevada. We won't spoil too much on that, but if not so much if, but at some point, whenever it is we get around, stop trying to hit me, Sanford. It's not going to work. We're buddies. We're friends. We go back.
No, I refuse.
See, you'd be dead right now. You'd be dead right now.
You'd fight me.
Wiffle bat fight in the corner.
Little pistols thrown at his dome to kill that guy. Zombies in this part of town. That's
time of day.
This part of the country.
In this economy?
In the industrial sector. That felt good. Yeah, I mean that's not a weak question. People are curious. A lot of folks are invested in the lore, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
a lot of work.
And I still do want to dedicate like a whole episode of this dev chat to just like talking about lore, and like no holds barred on the spoilers, just full spoilers out in the open. Just talk about it. Like obviously, like if you can't disclose something, you're totally free to like not disclose that. But, what you can talk about, I want to talk about it.
Yeah. Somebody was asking about the experience points in arena mode. Why we decided to have it so when you die in a wave, you just get 0 experience points for that wave. In the original arena, I believe the thought behind it was you died, so you didn't learn anything. However, if you earned any money, you get to keep it. Bear in mind, for people who haven't played, arenas, you play checkpoints, up to checkpoints, which consists of a series of waves to complete that checkpoint of the stage. And any waves that you have beaten, you do keep the experience points for. The wave that you died, you don't get any experience, I believe.
Correct.
As opposed to money, where money, we decided to make money and XP different to follow different systems. So there's kind of like that feeling of like, all right, you got your paycheck, but uh-oh, we took a chunk out for Uncle Sam, and uh-oh, we took a chunk out for Social Security. Don't worry, you'll get that back when you're 60 or whatever.
Right.
So we took that. We have like a little escrow system where it grabs some money and puts it into your savings, so that if you survive the next wave, you get that money that was held back. However, now it'll withhold other money for the next wave. And if you complete the checkpoint, then you get all that stuff without being withheld. So it's kind of like a reward for making it all the way. I think we just wanted to have it feel a little bit different, but with the concept being that in Arena, if you die, you didn't learn anything from your experience. So die not as hard next time.
Mm-hmm.
Here, guys, I'm going to come out of the store. Don't worry.
And I remember in the older
shopping.
builds of Arena.
That's all.
Just doing a little shopping here. It's no biggie.
I do remember in the older builds of Arena, like 2018, 2019, when you died in the Arena mode, you would get like a marginal little bit of EXP, but that
there was
ended
a
up getting
reduction.
changed.
I think the exploit was to just enter the stage and die, wasn't it? Do that like for a.
No, the exploit was to enter the stage, grab a bunch of weapons that you liked, and then just immediately leave, because you would keep them.
I do know in Project Nexus Classic, I believe what it did was if you died, it just cut your experience down to like a quarter of what you were going to get, for 50%, but it also only considered the guys that you had killed. Each gave you individual experience points. The original Arena for the 3D version of Project Nexus, the newer one, that was a different system entirely. And we did let you basically walk in, pick up weapons, and just leave with them. I'm glad we did away with that.
Yeah, because, I mean, you could use it to just infinitely grind money, because I remember in Murder Room 5, which is a stage that is no longer in this game, but it was a Nexus core stage with a lot of traps and tricks to it, and it was very frustrating. But the main exploit of it was that you could go in, kill some guys, because they all spawned with like assault rifles, like FAMAS's, NK-33s, AR-15, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you could just grab all their assault rifles, immediately leave, and sell them to the quartermaster for like 4,000 a pop. And you could just generate money that way.
That was never the intended purpose, and we always thought, well, once we had weapon registration, which would be you buy a weapon and register it, that would sell for high, but anything else would sell for almost like nothing. It'd be like 10 bucks a pop.
Right.
Yeah.
But then we realized that why even give people the option? Let's just remove the items. And I like the system the way it is now. It resets you back to the way you wanted your character before you entered the stage, after you leave it. Done and done.
Yeah, it's clean and like this isn't really a game that is centered around like hoarding or looting or.
Yeah.
This isn't a looter shooter. You're not gonna
Yeah,
get a backpack full of AK-47s you want to sell. Like that's not how you make your money.
This is not Escape from Nevada.
This is not Borderlands.
No. I
Even
mean,
though it
like,
kinda looks
that's
like
kind of
it.
what pushed me out of Borderlands by the time the third one came out. Like that loop just isn't entertaining. Finding stuff and selling stuff, like nah, pass.
Yeah,
Don't shoot
and
stuff.
And Fallout also has that a bit.
Although-
But eventually in Fallout, you like, they discourage you from just grabbing every gun you find because carry weight is a thing. So like, you only keep the really valuable stuff, and all the junk crap you just leave behind.
Yeah. There have been more questions. A lot of people ask about what was known as AAHW mode, which was something that was mentioned back in the Kickstarter.
Oh yeah.
So just bear in mind, as it stands, there isn't really an AHW mode. That was always a game mode we wanted to do that didn't make its way into the game. Could you imagine this 8-year game taking 10 years because we added another game mode?
That we didn't hit the goal for.
Yeah, so something like AHW mode, and this is not an indication that it's something we're going to do, but if we did something like that, it would be something as a different product. There'd be almost no reason to make it with this engine when we could just do it with a snappier, tighter system that's meant just for that mode. And for clarification, AHW mode would be a thing where you build a base, and then good and bad guys would attack it either in swarms or as just like tough guys.
Yeah, effectively just Madness Tower defense.
Yeah, it's kind of like Madness Tower defense, where your rooms are meant to kind of soak up attention, whittle out the weak dudes, soak up bullets, and as they get to the very end, they would fight whatever your boss guy is, and that's your like last line of defense. The goal being to survive as long as possible. So yeah, it would be very tower defensy. But with a like angle of it being pseudo roleplay.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like it's now that we're like kind of free of Project Nexus, at least for like when it comes to like making shit goes. There's just so much other stuff I'd rather put together in the Madness kind of universe.
I'm on a truck. Hold on a second.
Make a Madness truck.
Forgot you could do this. Everybody on the truck. So this, can I hit this guy with? Yeah, I didn't do it. Somebody help! I'm scared.
Stand still, buddy. Stand still.
Staying on the truck. I want the challenge.
I want the agent on the truck. You guys are mean.
Oh, he's a new one.
I'll hit him from here. Get away from me, you freak.
I got a hammer.
Yeah, you're standing on a
Citron
truck
was
surrounded by
also,
zombies.
This was another Devin song
Yeah,
in this area.
I
This
can.
one was Netflix and Kill.
Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, there's A side and B side for Netflix and Kill, I think. Or no, that's Good Kill.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, that's Good Kill, and that was me writing 2 ambient tracks at once, and then just be like, cool, I'll just make them a pair. Are
Yeah.
they a pair? Not really, but whatever.
And what's the?
There's a
how
lot
are you
of
meant to
whatever.
listen to it, like one after the other, or what?
There is no order
Okay.
in any of it, really. That's why I think I opted for alphabetical order when the whole soundtrack was put together. Because it's not really a score, it is a soundtrack. There's individual disparate pieces of music that just get used as like set dressing everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's just an OST, and you can figure out where everything goes when you listen to it. Or better yet, just play the game, and that's a good way to learn.
That's what we're saying, man. Just play the game.
It's 25,
buy all the
24.99.
copies.
You know, on Steam, that's a good price.
Let's go inside of an apartment someplace. Game
I've seen
bar.
worse games sold for more. You know.
Let's
So you
go-
can get in the back of this truck. Standing in it.
Oh, no, I was in the sewers the whole time.
Oh,
You want to get in that truck? Here, I'll do it.
Easy.
yeah.
Easy.
Oh, I'm gonna fall out the back. Imagine doing the tutorial in this.
Yeah, this tiny little.
Oh goodness.
Oh, you kicked me out, jerk.
Ooh, whoa!
You got some air.
Whoa there. Yeah, a lot of airtime. Somebody asked a question about whether or not multiplayer. I figure it's relevant since that's what we're doing. Multiplayer will be. They describe it as more accessible, as in not through a joystick. Thing is, I believe remote play can't do that. There's no way to do two. For example, if you could connect 4 keyboards and 4 mouses to your computer, and explain how to make a game that would work with that would be great. But Unity only reads inputs as in, is the spacebar down? There is no distinction between is spacebar 1, spacebar 2, or spacebar 3 down. There's no such thing. The computer just interprets the keyboard and the mouse. I'm sure there are nifty ways of doing it. I am not that kind of programmer. And I certainly do not believe for a second that remote play will let people come in with keyboard and mouse without them also being like it would be the same as 2 people sitting in front of the same keyboard trying to play the same game, shoulder to shoulder, couch co-op in front of one
Yeah,
screen.
that's not how
Yeah.
HID works.
Yeah, and even then explain how two mouse setups will work. How does that work? 2 cursors on the screen at the same time, and even then Unity still only reads 1 mouse. So there's just no way to do it. Somebody out there will correct me and say, well, actually, and yeah, I'm sure there is a way to do it, but not a very high level programming approach like Unity provides. I'd have to basically start programming we'd have to replace Unity with a game engine of my own design. So I'll see you in a couple of years. But yeah, no, that's not going to happen. What they're talking about, I would imagine, is like a LAN or net-based true multiplayer. And no, this game will never have that. It was never designed for that. That would be awesome, but it's just not possible.
Yeah, it's
there are
unfortunate,
small,
but
there are small conversions we could do to make custom areas where you play deathmatch rooms or something. But in all honesty, I would rather just make a new game from scratch to do that
yeah.
than try to convert this one.
Save that for PN2 someday.
Project Nexus 2/1 Classic.
No, Project.
Yeah, part 2.
Yeah.
Just call it Madness Project Nexus Part 3. Just if you've been paying attention, sure, but otherwise,
we get real cross with
Or-
people who don't understand.
yeah, learn the
No.
conventions.
Yeah, I
Even
mean,
funnier. Just call it Madness Project Nexus again. Just
Yeah.
not even.
I
Which
still
Hitman
see
am I playing?
people call this game that we're playing now Project Nexus 2, which is not technically incorrect, but you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
I
it's
call
cool.
it that a lot. But
Yeah, it
that's just
used to be
out of
called
habit.
that. Like, it used to be
Yeah.
called PN2.
It was called Project Nexus 2, yeah, but we wanted to distance ourselves from a Flash game because we felt it excluded people who had never heard of it.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, the Flash game did very well, but it was very still niche. So.
Yeah, and he didn't want to scare away potential new players with a sequel. They're like, oh, well, I should play the first game first, and they realize it's a Flash game that they can't even play anymore that reliably because Flash is dead.
Hey, let's go to the mining sector.
We're in the mining sector.
No.
Yeah.
We're in the parking lot.
I programmed the game. This is the mining sector.
Maybe I like the parking lot. Did you ever think about
Yeah,
that?
I liked a lot, quite a bit, but we can go downstairs.
Oh, I was hoping the elevator would get there in time.
Goodbye.
Oh, I was trying to ragdoll.
We're here.
Bummer.
We're back again. We did this with Chesh.
Yeah,
Nice.
There's all
because
sorts
there's a lot of chest tracks here in the mining sector.
Oh, here I go. I'll be going to the residential sector, please. Psych.
That is one thing that happened. That's
Bring it back.
the OST between the two of us ballooned so much, and I think that just happens with it being the extra dev time, because I wasn't releasing music on my own.
Off
I was
I go.
kind of just saying, oh, there he goes. But it was like, hey, I'm not really releasing music. Everything I'm working on, regardless of whether it's like clubby or not, will fit the game. So I'm just gonna put everything in the game.
Yeah,
So
we
that
want
just
it
meant-
for your style. As long as you make something in your style or close to it, it's gonna fit.
Yeah. you just
So
gotta-
when we had like, I think originally it was like, yeah, just do like 10 songs, and then we were just like, cool, we hit that number, but I'm gonna keep writing. Okay, and then by the end we had, I mean, what, 30 for each
30
half?
songs, yeah.
Yeah.
Help!
You keep dying. Somebody
No.
killed me.
I tried to help you.
Are you? Oh, you're dashing and then.
TPK.
Yeah. Whoops.
There's a team wipe.
I
Sorry,
guess we
like.
should probably end soon, unless there's any final questions or things we want to address.
Well, I wanted to mention to Locknar, like, regarding Cheshire stuff, like, Cheshire, when we had him on last time, he entertained the idea of, like, you two doing a collaborative remix album where Cheshire remixes all of your Project Nexus songs, and you remix all of Cheshire's, and just have that there.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
I guarantee he did a better job archiving his stuff than I did.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm going to be digging through and being like, yep, that's gone. I'll have a lot of MIDI, but I won't
Yeah.
have some of the synth stuff recorded.
Well, then he'll just have
Which
to
would be,
sample.
I mean,
Yeah.
then it'll just be, that'll be part of the challenge though, and the fun of
Yeah.
remixing some of this stuff down the
I mean,
road.
like,
Because
yeah,
that will be
you
something
get
to do.
Reinterpretation.
Yeah, it'll be a new visit on old things. It'll be,
Yeah, and I was thinking you
It'll be
could both
forced to be
release it
faceted.
as, like, an album, and I don't know, maybe charge
That
people
could, that
for
could
it.
be fun, and then we would just pick our favorites and then
Yeah.
work on them.
Like, I'd love
Ship
to
it.
see you, Devin, like, take a crack at Madness 6.5, because that's my personal favorite soundtrack in the Madness Combat OST. So I would love to see how you would interpret that. Also, somebody's just been dead over there this whole time, and I just now noticed.
Teleporting me, and I'm enjoying my slumber.
Yeah.
Finally, I can close my eyes and sleep forever.
I
There
spilled
goes
my
fan
coffee.
killing himself.
She spilled my coffee.
Some of that was another thing when the line reads were for somebody that was either sillier or just a character that required more stuff. Those were a lot of fun to edit. Because I mean, it's one thing to just listen to like generic soldier stuff or whatever. Oh, you're okay.
I'm the last one alive.
You cut a loop.
But
Maybe if I bring
yeah, I
Matt
think
back. There we go.
those sessions were a riot because he was just saying like the silliest stuff, and half of them they were like on a call, so you could hear in the background. Okay, they're trying to do this. You'd be like, oh,
Yeah, that was a lot with the Tomar one, yeah, because I was coaching Tomar, but he obviously only recorded his audio and not mine through Discord, so yeah, you have him chatting with a ghost person in the background.
Yeah, it was fun. They were fun sessions, and then but Walian just delivered so many goofy, fun characters that was great. And Funkle did a few too that were just like over the top. It's like, okay, this is where it's fun. It's like a little cheesy, a little campy, punch it up. They were fun to edit. And if it made me laugh, it made it in the game. Like that was just a guarantee, whether it made sense or not. I'm like, no, I'm gonna put it in until somebody tells me to take it out.
Other than she spilled my coffee, which is just a meme reference from Johnny Utah
Yeah.
to a YouTube video. Other than that, I think my favorite line in this game was Jonas doing George's voice, where he's like, "It's like shooting fish with a gun. It's like shooting fish with a gun."
Hey.
I love those
stupid.
characters. Church and George.
I want the whole game about
What do the kids say? I ship Church and George.
Yeah, they do like to do that. There's a lot of that on the Twitter. Also
Yeah.
with Sanford and Demos, but you two, Matt and Swain, have known about that for the better part at least 10 years, right?
That predates the game.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Like
dating.
that ship.
Just the background radiation of the fandom.
Yeah, that ship is older than this game, and maybe older than some of the people who are currently in this fandom. And I'm not kidding when I say that.
It's true.
But
last
yeah,
thing we have to go to the industrial sector again, but then come back here so we can all jump out of the car.
yeah, and
Yes.
we'll end the
Right at
episode with that.
Missed opportunity. We could have entered every sector like this.
Yeah, let's start the next one with this. Instead
We
of that
all
nonsense,
just explode
kick it
out of
off. All right, here we go. It's like, all right, guys, and welcome to the podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Start the landing.
I hit the ground. I hit the ground.
Say hi to my
hard.
totally original entrance.
Yeah, alright, but with that, I think it's time we end this episode. So again, thank you all for watching. Thank you for all the support you've been leaving on these videos. I've been seeing a lot of likes, a lot of really positive comments, and I'm glad people are still really interested in the game enough to be asking all of these questions. It really is nice to see, and I'm sure it's nice for both Swain and Crinkles to see people loving their game so much.
It's fine, I guess.
Oh, well,
Just
I'm
kidding.
glad.
It's one of the only reasons we do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to finally have any kind of income whatsoever after 8 years. I won't call it starving, but basically living out of the bank account for
Yeah.
as long as that took. But yeah, it's the feedback and the interest, the continued interest, and especially folks playing on Twitch so we can go in and pop in and watch them, and folks putting up YouTube videos of their plays. I try once a week, if not once every 2 weeks, to catch up on just about everything I can to see what people are saying and how they're experiencing and enjoying or complaining about the
Yeah,
game.
I do like scouring Twitch for that too. Anytime like people happen to be playing, because you get like real honest feedback if people get frustrated or enjoying stuff.
Yeah, the real uncut, like unedited vibe that they're getting, and you can tell pretty quickly. Some people just like to be pissed off about games, and that's their shtick on Twitch. But
Yeah.
you know, people they're genuinely frustrated about parts of the game, and we take that to heart and try to fix it where we can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still around. We're still active. We're still fixing the game constantly. There was a big update that had gone out very recently that should have updated the current release build with everything that was on all the dev builds we've been testing for months since the Wizard was updated. Which would have been at the end of June, I think,
Yes.
for the Steam sale.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a lot of new updates. Controller should be working again, which we've seen here it is, so that's nice.
Yeah, as Pink Cake
alright.
continuously tries but fails.
Yeah.
Crawling up my butt and then falling off.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna draw
He's like-
this
he's like,
and
he-
post it to Twitter.
Wow. Yeah.
Nah.
But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this episode. So again, thank you all, and we will be sure to see you the next time we do this. Sayonara.
right.
No, I need to kill
Bye.
myself
Bye.
real quick.